This is going to be like the weirdest, most non-aesthetic and non-organized Notion video you've ever seen, but I wanted to make something for people who are just starting out, total beginners, and all the other beginner Notion videos I saw seemed like they kind of packed a lot in, and I was worried that would get overwhelming for people. So if you are really just trying to get started with the very basics of Notion, I'm going to go over just a couple things I like to use Notion for, and I think even in its simplest form, it is a great application. I have tried more fancy templates that I've gotten from other people off YouTube or online or whatever, then copied their Notion templates and used it for a little bit, but really you don't need to do anything fancy to get a lot out of Notion. So the way I use Notion is I just kind of treat it like it's a bunch of notebooks. So on the side here is like all of your notebooks, I'm calling it. I don't think that's really what it's called. And then you can look at these little drop-down lists and see things like this. So I've got random ideas for piano. I've got notes for each of my students. I've got templates. That was something I wanted to make. Templates for like the student forms. Didn't do that. You get the idea. Just different categories of things, and then you can have pages within those things. You can also do cool backgrounds. So I already have this home emoji. But you can also change these. Let's see, Upsplash. You can just find ones, home, to be something that you like. Maybe this one. Nice and homey. So, for example, I have like this category, my style, just things that I noticed based on Pinterest, what kind of things I like, and what I want to implement more into my home. And then I was trying to put together a breakfast bar, so I just wrote down some categories of things that I wanted to have at that breakfast bar. Super random, but it's so nice to get super random ideas out of your head. So I'm going to show you how to make a board just like this. So let's say we wanted to make another category in my home list about chores. So I'm just going to click /. You can see it says type / for commands. And then you have these options. There's page, to-do list, heading, whatever you want. Since I'm making a page within a category, a notebook, for example, that I already have, it's like adding a new chapter, I'm going to hit page. Now I have a whole new page and it's nested under home. And you can see over here, if I go to home and I hit the drop down, I have this untitled page, which let's title it chores. I can even make a little emoji for this and a background image for it too. Let's do, oh, this is cute. Okay. So now I'm going to make different categories. I could keep making more pages. I could make more pages for every area of my house if I wanted to, but instead, what I really like to do, I don't like to get too many pages because then you have to keep digging. I'm going to do /, and I'm going to first categorize them maybe by, let's say, upstairs and downstairs. Just examples. These are just examples of how you can kind of categorize everything in your head in Notion. And then I can start adding different rooms. So let's say I want to add, I really like the toggle lists. I use those so much, almost more than anything, because you can collapse it. That's another thing you can't do in a physical notebook. You can't collapse things to only see what you want to see at one time, and it just keeps it more tidy. So let's say bedroom, bathroom, den, just for example, okay? And then in here, you can keep layering things deeper and deeper and deeper, which really keeps things organized. And I think that's why it's been changing my thinking, because then if I'm thinking about maybe just how to improve a relationship with somebody, and so let's say I list my best friend, I make her a page, and then I can put different categories for her love languages of gifts. What kind of gifts does she like? Maybe she loves mermaids, and I can list that. And then what kind of foods? I want to remember what foods she likes, so I can make another category for foods. And it helps me to think deeper about things because I'm thinking of all the different categories you could have, but it's still fairly simple, I think, with these toggle lists and these different heading sizes. Oops, downstairs. And you can get a lot out of it. You just hit /, you pick the thing you want. Bullet lists are great too. I love using bullet lists for different things. It's so simple to just, you hit that / and you pick the thing you want. And it doesn't have to be this fancy aesthetic like layout thing. Once you start getting into dividers and different layouts, that's when it gets kind of complicated. But I think if you're only using those basic / things that pop up, you can really organize things well in kind of a really good mapped out way, and it won't get overwhelming. And it's more intuitive than Evernote to me, and also more aesthetic, even in its most simple form, because you can have these little backgrounds and emojis, and I just think it looks better than Evernote, and I've used it way more than I ever used Evernote in the past, even when I tried to use Evernote. And free writing just feels nice. So I would suggest trying to get ideas out of your head. Try Notion for a week if you're interested in it. I absolutely love it. And just keep it simple, skip the aesthetics for now, and see how you like it. I hope this was helpful. Hope I didn't ramble too much. Thanks for watching. Like if it was, and dislike if not. See you Tuesday with another video. Bye.